Hello, I'm Sam, and this is my partner Ruggiero. Today we're going to be talking about our project work, ECHO, which stands for Eco Houses.
Okay, so imagine you're a state and you've just been hit by a huge natural disaster. It could be an earthquake or a flood, so think of maybe Florida or Haiti. What we want to do is take commercial shipping containers, which can be found in almost any international harbor, and transform them into housing units for upwards of 10 people, 10 or more people, so a couple families.
And furthermore, we plan to use as much as products locally as possible so that we can respect our local environment. And we plan to make this housing units as self-sustainable as possible. We plan to install solar panels and small wind turbines so the housing units can be self-efficient and they can produce the energy, the resources it needs for surviving in the long run.
My name is Daryl.
My name is Samuel.
And we are the second presentation for our group ECHO. So our mission is to provide mass ready-built safe home for countries that population in need and building them out of salvage shipping containers.
So how are we going to do this? We acquire low shipping containers and we make them fit for humans. Our units are safe, clean, and ready to use. And they can be easily adapted into different shapes and moved into different locations.
And why? We provide this service in order to help population in needs by quickly and efficiently giving them a house to live in.
So our IRC framework will be composed of 4 different parts: our inputs, our business activities, our output, and our outcomes. Our inputs basically are our assets and liabilities, which include funds, containers, vehicles, the machinery, the equipment, patents, licenses, and of course the labor. Business activities is the production process. We are contacted by the state in need. We transport the goods and services to this country. Then we work on the containers and then we adapt it to the requirements. The output will be a fully installed container ready to fulfill its function, and our outcomes will be happiness both of the rescued and of the rescuers.
And for our value creation, we aim to create value for all our stakeholders with an emphasis on our stable workers and the surrounding environment.
In what time we plan to generate value? Since we'll be working on commission for the states, we'll be paid ahead of time, so we will always be on time to pay the workers and suppliers. Since maybe the states will not be able to fully fund our project, we plan to get money from charity foundations, donations, GoFundMe campaigns, and of course from our
digital transformation. We aim to develop an online website to help us recruit more volunteers worldwide and create online platform to share building blueprints and construction ideas, implement safer electric machinery for our workers, and develop contact with suppliers to help us reach states in need.
So we plan to reach 5 sustainable development goals. First one is good health and well-being, because we provide safe houses. Clean water and sanitation, because we will provide a clean environment to live. Affordable and clean energy, because we will put solar panels on top of our containers, so that will provide all the electricity that the people need. Sustainable cities and communities, because we will rebuild the communities that have been destroyed from the natural disaster. And responsible consumption and production, because we will always try to recycle all the materials that we use in the production process.
Hi there, I'm Jacopo and I'm the 5th member of the project work Eco Houses. To begin with our business, we are going to start off as a partnership because it will be much simpler and will help us managing better our firm. We try to approximate our expenses that will be as follows. We will need to start off 425,000 euros. 405,000 we will need for factors of production, durable such as machinery, tools, and non-durable such as solar panels or containers and so on. 20,000 euros will be used for unforeseen expenses. We will get our funds from ourselves, 25,000 each. bank loans 50,000, preferred stockholders 50,000, and GoFundMe campaign for a total of 200,000 euros.
In the first year, we plan to have a total cost of 48,314,000 euros and a total revenue of 48,750,000 euros. In the second year, we'll have a total cost of 36,247,000 euros and a revenue of 36,566,000 euros. In the third year, we'll have a total cost of 120,734,000 euros and a revenue of 121,875,000 euros. And how we came up to these calculations will be explained better in the wired file. We also plan to achieve the following non-financial indicators. Ethics training. Why ethics training? We plan to give our employees a proper ethics training so that our image doesn't get hampered by any of their non-ethical behaviors. And we'll also plan to give them training on conflict of interest. Product quality. We'll try to make sure that our products are of the highest quality. Stakeholders engagement. We'll try to make sure that our employees are happy working for us and share the same goals and motivation as us. Environment. We'll try to keep our surroundings clean and the pollution level as low as possible. Suppliers. We plan to establish a solid and reliable relationship with our suppliers.
So, to calculate the liquidation price of our business, we followed the formula assets minus liabilities. So, we took our assets and we subtracted liabilities such as bank loans that still had to be repaid, worker wages, and preferred stockholders. This left us with a sum of money of around 73,000 euros, which when divided by 5 gave us each back around 14,500 euros. Which would result, compared to our initial investment of 25,000 euros, in a loss of around 10,500 euros each. As for our business structure, we'd like to implement, over time, a simple structure, a functional structure, and a multi-divisional structure. A simple structure at first, so we'd get to know our stable workers and we'd have a higher degree of flexibility. We'd then transit into a functional structure, so we'd have functional specialization, and a common sharing of knowledge throughout the entire firm. And finally, once the firm has grown enough and established itself in different countries or areas, we would implement a fully multi-divisional structure.
We don't hire many workers as our production process will be split into different phases. Our aim is for stable workers to become jack of all trades, similar to an organic organization. Our authoritative figures are our employees and volunteers, which will refer to the overseer, the most skillful worker in each squad, which will also refer to the production manager. The decision-making authority will remain in the upper levels of the organization with a good influence from the lower levels. For our SWOT analysis, our strengths are our mission statement, our workers are motivated, and our product can be quickly delivered. Our weaknesses are possible corruption and conflict of interest and suffer from a lack of funds. Our opportunities are possible reducement of price on all containers and more disaster recall, more demand. And our threats are shipping disaster and possible destruction of our facility.
For Porter's framework analysis, there's going to be threat of entry. Being a non-profit organization, there's a little chance of competitors. And threat of substitutes, there's going to be a case of rival company that arise. And for buyer power, we could have problem arranging buyer power because our power usually from states, and our supply powers, most of our raw materials are fairly too easy to come by. And for competitive rivalry, being a non-profit, possible buyers should favor us over competitors because of our lower prices and our moral value.